Hello lovely friends, here's a sneak peek of today's coaster creation. I've got 3 coasters and I'm using some gorgeous iridescent colours. So stay along for the ride as I give you some hints and tips and some secrets for my recipes. So I've had some people ask some details recently, so I'm going to give those details in this video, verbally written down in the description and in the pinned comments below. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed and enjoying my videos, it would mean the world to me if you did. Thank you to all my subscribers and my amazing members, Linda, Jill and Silver Dove. So today is a Talent Tuesday and I'm very excited to introduce Kim's video in the description. Pop along to her channel if you haven't seen her creation already. So today we've got the magical fluid art swipe technique with some gorgeous colours and it's a coaster creation. So stay along and see all the secrets as I reveal them. I have to just show you these amazing creations from my dear friend Tara. If you're interested in her creations, let me know and I can pass on your details or pass her details on to you. Look at these beauties. So let's get started with these 3 coasters today. I'm doing a coaster creation. I'm using all Pebeo paints for these iridescent colours, and when you prepare your paints I use 80% water with 20% Liquitex pouring medium, and then I use that to create my final paint by taking 1 part of this pouring medium from this step I've just told you about and 1 part acrylic paint. Don't worry if you haven't caught that, you can always go back and I'll put the details in the description as well, so be sure to see them all written out. In fact, I'm going to put that in my future videos as well for you. Mixing up paints is the most important part of acrylic pouring and fluid art, and before I have a workshop I always pre-mix paints. If I'm having a tailored workshop I'll get all the colour palettes from everybody individually and mix up their individual paints, and when I'm having a taster day I tend to just mix up all random paints and share them out, and it's always such a surprise. But yeah, this is how I always mix my paints now, and unless Liquitex pouring medium goes up in price anymore, it's exactly what I'm going to do, and I don't need to look for any other pouring medium because I don't use that much of it, but it does make a huge difference, and I've used so many pouring mediums. So I'm based in the UK and you can get this worldwide as well. So I'm putting down first of all one of my favourite colours that I haven't indulged in much recently, which is my copper. And in all of the paints, after I've mixed them all together, I put 1 drop of silicone oil for this particular creation and for this particular effect in fluid art. So as you can see, I've put all the copper down now and I'm putting gold on top. For the coasters, I'm not using any base paint, I'm just literally laying the paint down and then swiping right on top of it. And there's the bronze colour that I mixed up myself, which was actually copper plus gold plus Golden's bronze. Oh my god, it's a gorgeous colour. I'd love to know what you think, and if you mix up bronzes and colours, what sort of effects you get. And that one was green blue. So now I'm going to show you how I mix up my cell activator for the swipe. So don't forget, you're already going to get some cells in this creation because you've got the silicone oil already in the paints. So what I'm doing now is I'm using my Amsterdam and my Australian Floetrol, and I'm just mixing it up because I haven't used this one for about a month. It does last for months, and then you have to know when to throw it away, but I don't think I've ever thrown any away because I'm always using it up. I don't make up that much of a quantity, so it needs a little bit more Australian Floetrol because it was very slightly thick, and I want all the paints really nice and fluid for this creation. And as you can see, it looks white, but when you mix it all in, you can see it's actually transparent and it doesn't change the colour of the oxide black, which is the paint that I'm using. I tend to stick with Oxide Black by Amsterdam. It lasts me for absolutely ages, and the Australian Floetrol, which is very expensive, lasts me for ages. So when I say ages, you know, you literally can get 1 lot. I tend to get a litre or 2 at a time, and it lasts me about a year. It really does. So if you want to club in with some friends and get some, I really do recommend it. You can get it from the paint shed if you Google that currently. So I've layered the paints just randomly and intuitively, according to how much of one colour I want. And so I get my palette knife, put a little bit of the cell activator from the back, and as you can see, just swipe it across. Then I leave a little bit of a gap and I swipe it across the top. So what I'm doing first of all is looking at the pattern and how it's forming, and I tilt in the direction that I like the pattern the most. So I tilted to the back first, and now I'm just making sure that the paint is running off the sides a little bit, really gently and slowly, and then finally I patiently hold it and let the paint slide. This is all in real time, so it's not sped up at all. And this is how fast it is to create a coaster once you get the paint on. It's so much in the prep. Once you're prepped, you're all done. That's the first one. Right, coaster number 2. Again, I'm using copper as my base, and then I'm laying on the other colours on top. So ordinarily I would put a base paint down like white or black, whatever colour I fancied, but because it's such a small surface area, the copper acts as the base paint. So it doesn't matter which colour or whatever you put on the base. I would put a colour that you want a lot of in your painting. And I'm just layering again according to what colours I would like most of. And I would like most of the copper and gold and blue, and a little bit less of the bronze, because it's sort of, I find the bronze supports the other colours and highlights it. So blue is an opposing colour, and that's what for me creates a lovely contrast. So you can have all the similar colours, or if you want contrast, you add something from an opposite colour. Have a look at the colour wheel if you're not sure. If you'd like me to talk about the colour wheel in another video, very happy to. So you can see this is going to be very slightly different, this one, as I've swiped it, because on the edge where I've moved the paint initially, you can see there's like almost like a little circle forming, and it's just another really interesting shape. Don't you just love the different patterns that you can create just by tilting? So I can see that beautiful lacing and the cells beginning to appear, and you will see how with Australian Floetrol the lacing is absolutely beautiful, and the cells are then added to by the silicone oil, and it's only a very tiny amount. You don't need much at all. If you put any more than a drop or two in each paint, it does go very, very crazy. But it's up to you what you'd like to do. So, and the main thing is just have fun with it. So that's number 2, all finished. And lastly, number 3, with some more of those iridescent gorgeous colours. I'm only using these 4 colours, and the 2 cell activators that I'm using in this painting are Australian Floetrol, Amsterdam and silicone oil. So again, I'm layering it in a similar way, copper with gold on top with a bit of bronze. Sometimes I alternate the blue and different layering, but again, it's up to you what you do and how you do it, and you get different effects every single time. And I tend to layer them 2 or 3 times because I do like peacock cells, and peacock cells tend to come up more when you use the blowtorch, but also when you layer a couple of times. So I'm layering now, adding a little bit more iridescent green blue, but this is a set of 3 and they're already sold, so I'm wanting them to be really matching, really, as a threesome. So I've got my palette knife and I'm just swiping through with my cell activator of Australian Floetrol and Amsterdam Oxide Black, and you can see those peacock cells peeking up, and part of this will become lacing as I stretch it out. So I'm now going to prepare the palette knife and just get a little bit more and do one more swipe, and I'm turning it around just to do one at the edge there, and that's a slightly smaller swipe than the other one, but you can see when I use the blowtorch the cells appearing. Now this is the first time I've used the blowtorch on the 3 coasters, and you can see those iridescent colours just popping, and you can see the cells from the silicone coming through. So I'd love to know how you create your cells. I'm going to have a video coming up soon where I'm only using silicone oil, and I've got loads of videos already showing just using Australian Floetrol and Amsterdam paint, and also just using silicone oil as well. So I'll pop some music on for you and enjoy the cells popping up as I use my blowtorch to activate the cells. See you shortly. So here's the end result. What do you think of these 3 coasters with iridescent colours? I've really enjoyed using the Fluid Art swipe technique today. Do you enjoy the swipe technique, and do you like iridescent colours? Thank you so much for joining me on my journey today. It means the world that you're here. Let's go across and see what the amazing Kim, my wonderful friend from Kim's Art Alchemy, has created today. The link to her creation will be in my description and pinned comments below. Thank you for being here. Keep shining, and don't forget that your art is a piece of you. Love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know what you'd like to see next and what you think of these 3 coasters and the swipe technique. I hope to see you again soon. Take care now. Bye.